dentes fortuna you are!
Hey there everybody, thank you all for tuning in. I've just spent over 150 hours completing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Now, I'll have a full review of the game in another future video, but in this video, I want to talk about the main theme of the story, which is vengeance, or vindicta in Latin, and how the game tries to resolve Henry's quest to avenge the murder of his parents while trying hard not to glorify acts of revenge. You know, like somehow getting even, settling scores is a bad thing. But before I begin, praedo villigate, which is Latin for spoiler alert. So let's get right to it. Now I'll admit I haven't played the first Kingdom Come game, and for the most part, you don't need to have played it to jump into the game, but we learn early in the game by flashback that Henry's parents have been slaughtered by the ruthless forces of King Sigismund after a brutal ambush on Henry of Skalitz's peaceful village during the Bohemian Wars of 1403 Czechoslovakia. As we are reminded throughout the story, that war is a nasty business, and the line between good guys and bad guys are permanently blurred. And Henry turns his rage against the evil King Sigismund and his army, which is led by his henchman, Markvart Von Aulitz. This man here, looks just like your average run-of-the-mill video game baddie. But as we'll soon discover, he's actually the most awesome, straight-up Giga Chad in the entire game. But it's a good 50 or 60 hours into the game before we'll get to his juicy story. But first, there's also this guy, Istvan Toth. See, he took Henry's father's sword after he was killed, and Henry has to get it back, and also take out his vengeance on him for his parents' murder. But man, it takes 20 to 30 hours of painful, frustrating, maddening gameplay just to get to him. During a laborious torture scene, Henry will reveal to his arch-enemy that he knows his secret. You see, in a previous cutscene, we learn praedo villigate that Istvan Toth is... Get ready for this. Yeah, Toth is a closeted medieval gay, and he's groomed this orphan kid named Eric as his,
Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
It boggles my mind how this same-sex subplot got into a game about 15th century Bohemian power struggles, but like I said before, the developers of this game are more woke than Disney. So we already hate this man for killing our parents. Now they want us to, I don't know, make him into a predator to hate him even more. I don't get it. If we kill him now, then we're some sort of homophobe. It's just a terrible, gratuitous, and totally unnecessary plot twist. And there are two other gay subplots in the game that I won't even get into in this video. But it won't take long for the player to realise they're trapped in a woke video game. But that's the subject of a future video. But back to the story. Henry tries to use that secret against his torturer.
I'll kill you. And your Eric will have to watch. And as soon as I'm finished with you, I'll gut him as well.
I'll pretend you never said that. Now you have one last chance.
You pretend to be cruel, but you take good care of Eric. Someone must have really hurt you. Am I right?
Hear that? He's concerned about other people's souls while he's being tortured.
Anyway, Henry and his pals manage to escape, and Henry sneaks around Trotsky Castle to finally confront Toth. And we get our first taste of the bloody revenge we've been itching for since the start of the game. I mean, I couldn't wait to kill this guy. And not because he's, different that way, but for torturing me and my friends. I wanted to revel and bathe myself in his blood. I want to stomp on his head and squish it like a watermelon. Let's see how it turns out.
You just won't give up, will you?
Oh, I hate this man so much. Come on. Let's get to stabbing. Enough of the obligatory jibber-jabbing.
I actually like that about you. It reminds me of someone.
not like you.
Indeed. Last time you let me go. That's not my style. And it came back to haunt you. So, what's it gonna be? A fair fight? Or are you finally going to learn?
Now these are all false choices. Whatever you decide, Istvan Toth is a scripted death.
I'm not like you. So, I'll give you a chance.
If you think you have a chance, be my guest.
You won't get me. You want your father's sword.
And here it comes. At last. The delicious fatal blow. 35 hours to get to this point.
In the end, see, I was right.
The writer, Arthur Conan Doyle, once said, "There is no satisfaction in vengeance unless the offender has time to realise who it is that strikes him and why retribution has come upon him." There is no doubt that Toth absolutely knew who killed him and why, so that makes this a totally satisfactory act of revenge. And there, well, at last, Henry takes out the trash and drinks from the cup of vengeance like a real man should, and gets back his murdered pa's master sword. The best sword in the entire freaking game. Awesome. So richly satisfying. We even get a trophy for it, so it's clear the developers force you to get vengeance, only so they can start guilting you out about it for the rest of the game almost as soon as you do it. It's mad, really.
Istvan is dead. I killed him.
And is it a weight off your shoulders? Has anything changed?
You're damn right. I feel freaking great.
Aye. It's a wonderful feeling. Now I just have to sort out the rest of them.
Be careful, Henry. It's understandable after what happened to you, but taking pleasure in revenge can be dangerous. And not just for your soul.
Amen.
Leave him be. He's a warrior. You can see it in his eyes. You did the right thing, Henry.
Absolutely.
And did you follow my advice? Or did you take needless risks?
I acted like a knight. I gave him the chance to defend himself.
So you ignored my advice? Oh, dear lad. What would have happened if you had lost? Did you think about that?
A knight can't think like that. To hell with that, but... that bastard didn't deserve a fair fight. You should have gutted him in his sleep, like Godwin said.
Well, thank God it didn't end up worse.
Now, with Toth out of the way, we continue Henry's vengeance tour, although this would consume some, I don't know, 60 or so hours into the game. But I promise you, the wait was well worth it. Henry's revenge against the main antagonist of the game, Markvart Von Aulitz, is probably the best video game vengeance story in the history of video games. But first, we have to create a diversion in a poor village to lure the bad guys out of the fort. Which means we have to rough up and terrorise the poor villagers. But the psycho-murdering Drag Devil, one of the coolest characters in the game, takes the trap to a whole new, barbarous level.
What did you think we'd do? Get drunk with them? Torch the village. No prisoners.
Now, Henry's given a chance to push back and change Dry Devil's mind, but then you'd have to duel with the captain leading your mission.
What is it, youngster? What's the problem?
Do we have to burn down the whole village?
What of it?
Can't you carry out a simple task?
But I don't know if...
Listen, Von Bergau's in that fortress full of men. When they see the fire, they'll run out to extinguish it. They won't be expecting us. I never put my men's lives on the line. Especially if I can have the element of surprise.
I can't believe a soldier during wartime in the year 1403 would even dream of standing up to his commanding officer without being killed on the spot.
You're right. The trap must be sprung.
If anyone runs for the forest, let them go. The other yokels are out of luck.
War, you see, is a nasty business. I mean, by this point in the game, I've already killed, I don't know, about 200 people, some innocent civilians. Fortunately, the game keeps count for me, so a few more villagers didn't make a difference for the story nor for my Henry. So yeah, we butchered a bunch of folks and took care of business. And as you'd expect from a game as woke as this, the developers insert this moral choice into the game to then send you into another guilt-trippy dream sequence, where we are told our Henry is no better than all the other baddies in the game. And we get this righteous moral lecture, this lesson on manhood, from none other than the asshole we pushed out the window during the first part of the game.
Congratulations, Sir Knight. You finally become a man. War is a nasty business. But I see that no longer bothers you. I'm pleased you took my lesson to heart. You can't kill me. You're the same as me.
Right.
Oh yes, my family was slain too. By the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family. Of orphans.
And so Toth, the boy groomer, is depicted as being just another victim of violence, just a poor orphan boy. And then we get this creepy scene with the innocent villagers Henry killed, crawling out of the ground, grabbing his feet and making him out to be the bad guy. Jeesh! Fortunately, Henry gets over this nonsense quickly as he gets closer to his goal of killing Von Aulitz. And on a crucial mission to get help, he encounters the Frenchy traitor, Baron Vauquelin Brabant. He will reveal the location of Von Aulitz, so that you can find him and relish your vengeance. Now, as I learned the hard way, if you don't get the information on Von Aulitz's location, you will miss out on your chance to get your revenge. If, during this mission, you don't go looking for him, you will find him already dead from a crossbow wound he suffered earlier. This is the worst possible ending for Henry and you, the player, as it will deprive you of the absolute best ending of any video game I have ever played.
I spent all this time chasing you, and you die in your sleep. I had other plans for you. Well, at least I don't have to get my hands dirty. And anyway, you'll burn in hell forever for what you did.
So I'll be sure to beat the information out of the Frenchy traitor about Von Aulitz's location to assure you get your revenge.
Where is he?
I will tell you everything. I just need your word that you will not kill me.
There's no way I'm not killing this French weasel.
Now, you're not in a position to be making demands. You'll tell me what I want to hear, or I'll split that cocky head of yours in two.
All right. Take it easy. He's in the biggest house in the square, but he's well guarded. You will have to try to sneak in. Try from the backside, through the yards. One of these guards should have the key.
Fine.
So, I can go?
Die! Adders in hell waiting to bite you back.
Well, that was the right choice, Henry. And after you kill a few guards to finally get to Von Aulitz, you are automatically rewarded with the face-to-face trophy. Bravo! And what follows is an Academy Award-worthy final revenge scene performance I have ever seen in any medium. This scene that makes all the crap the game put you through just to get here so friggin' worth it. What follows is the peak of excellent writing and storytelling.
Where have you been? Pour me some wine.
Imagine yourself pouring a refreshing drink for the man who slaughtered your parents. But Henry does it cause Henry's just that kind of guy.
You didn't come here to pour me wine. You came here to kill me. Nice work getting here. But you went to a lot of trouble for nothing, boy. I'll be dead by morning anyway. That drunken bastard got me good. Who are you?
Henry. From Skalitz.
From Skalitz. Ah. Aren't you that boy who ran away from us? So those were your...
My parents.
Your father fought like a lion. And I see you're your father's son. You've done him proud.
You remember him?
Oh, yeah. I remember everyone I killed. It's not an everyday thing. Don't you?
He remembers every person he's ever killed. What a man. That's something Henry can't do.
War is a nasty business. I only did what I had to do. Just like Zizka. Like the Dry Devil, Sigismund, Wenceslas, and you.
I'm not like you. Or Sigismund.
Ah, come now. Sigismund maybe went a bit too far. But all he was trying to do was to bring some order into the mess that idle drunkard Wenceslas made.
Bring order? By slaughtering innocent people?
And are you sure you didn't kill someone's father or mother?
Touche, Aulitz. Touche. A devastating question.
But I don't want to preach you any sermons here. You came here with a purpose. I won't hold you back. Take your revenge. Huh? I don't want to sit here all night, dying slowly like a stuck pig.
Are you afraid?
Every day when we pray, we say to God, "Thy kingdom come." And now I stand at his kingdom's gate at last. At a time like that, you do not feel fear.
What do you feel?
Regret. I feel regret at leaving my family. But I am consoled that I did the best for them. And Sigismund will take care of them when he becomes king.
You have a family?
I have a beautiful wife. 2 daughters. Many good friends. And a few wonderful horses. You know that. Under all the armor and finery, you will only ever find a man. I am like everyone else. It is just you who sees me as the devil.
You're talking about family. But you murdered mine.
Yes. And for that I apologize to you. And to God. I fought for what I believed in.
You believed you'd restore order by killing people?
What do you believe in? Huh? In the king who got us into this? Huh? In a whoremonger? A layabout and a drunk who had his wife torn apart by dogs?
Are you becoming delirious?
Sounds crazy, does it not? But it is true. And you know what he did when it was her funeral? He went hunting with the same dogs. But you're right about one thing. Sigismund is not perfect either. Neither brother takes after their father. The days of the beloved Emperor Charles are long gone.
Aulitz understands the political situation better than anyone else in the game and is completely grounded in his beliefs.
Wenceslas is not interested in being king. And Sigismund tries to win Bohemians' love by spilling their blood. While traitors like Jobst profit.
Von Aulitz not only has a firm understanding of the political landscape of his times, he strongly suggests to us that Henry and we the player have chosen the wrong king in the conflict. He raises legitimate questions about which brother is the better king, Sigismund or Wenceslas. As a regular bloke, I see Sigismund as more of a right-wing, law and order kind of guy, or like a Tory. And Wenceslas more or less a lefty love is love whatever kind of guy, like your average Labour Party man. Either way, Markvart Von Aulitz seems like a good reader of character and has a good grasp of human nature that sees through the smoke and mirrors to get a clear view of the world around him. So it's no surprise this woke game takes the side of Labour in the conflict.
Where are the horses stabled?
You want me to help you? You got this far by yourself. By yourself, you must continue.
I've heard enough already. It's time.
That is true. So, help me stand. Why are you looking at me like that? I do not want to die in a chair, like some cripple. Let me depart with dignity.
I don't know about you, but I'm struggling to hold back my tears.
You want me to call for help? Do it. Under the ribs.
Mate, it's so telling here that Henry can't even look this great man in the eye as he takes out his revenge. Yeah, what a man. A stud. 100% medieval Chad. I have to hand it to the developers for writing and directing such an outstanding drama. I mean, this is the kind of ending that brings audiences to their feet. It's pure movie magic. I would hand the Academy Award without hesitation to Von Aulitz's voice actor, Kenneth Christensen. While Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is not the best game ever, this ending certainly is. And I'd fight anyone who says otherwise. And so after 80 or so hours of killing, robbing from the dead, slaughtering innocent men and women and getting a full, hefty serving of satisfying, murderous vengeance on our enemies, the woke structure of the game tries one more time to guilt Henry out for satisfying his righteous bloodlust by annihilating the men who killed his parents. We get another dream sequence where Ma and Pa put the squeeze on our Henry to make him feel bad for avenging their deaths. But I wasn't going to let them play their left-wing, progressive bullshit head games on my Henry.
So, are you happy now?
I'm happy. Victory is ours.
But at what price?
War is a dirty business. No one has the power to change that. I didn't understand that before. But I do now.
I know that feeling. I tried to tell you about it. But I reckon there are some things you've got to figure out for yourself.
For instance, revenge.
Should I have sat back and done nothing? After everything that happened?
Whatever you did, it was your decision.
It's right that you dealt with Istvan tough. To hell with the sword, but that bastard had it coming. But I'm a little afraid that revenge might have become the only thing you care about. Why dirty your hands with the likes of Brabant?
His parents espoused the type of Catholic slave morality Nietzsche wrote about.
Better not to be like them. And turn the other cheek.
The other cheek? They deserved it. I must have sworn 1,000 times never to turn a blind eye to evil, let alone run from it. And that's what guided my actions.
You behaved as your conscience dictated. Nobody can reproach you for that.
You chose a different path than I'd like. But I'm not the one to judge you. I hoped you wouldn't make the same mistakes as me. But I suppose it's the times you live in. You accepted war, and war accepted you.
I wouldn't say I had any choice, Father.
But you killed innocent people in Malashov. How could you do such a thing?
Ma and Pa come off like medieval hippie parents in the year 1403.
I had to do it. If I'd stopped it, other people would have died. My friends, my comrades in arms, brothers, and I'd do the same again.
All right. You avenged an evil act. But you behaved like a bandit. Plundering and robbing the poor. Oh, my son.
I'm sorry. But what was I supposed to do? I lost everything. I like what I'm doing now.
What you're doing now?
The soldier's trade.
He who lives by the sword dies by the sword.
I knew you wouldn't like it. But I'm good at it. And there's still plenty of bastards in the world that need to be put in their place.
I hope at least you'll use your sword wisely, and it won't harden your heart.
Well, whichever way your path leads, take my advice. Watch out for that Eric. I don't think he's going to forget you anytime soon.
Don't worry. I won't forget him either.
Right, now just to bring the vengeance story full circle, Henry does get to challenge Eric in a totally unsatisfactory duel to the death before Henry kills Von Aulitz. But the problem with Eric as antagonist is that Henry has no real grudge against him, really. Eric didn't kill his parents. Eric is an abused child, under the control of the treacherous Ishvan Toth. And Eric has a legitimate beef against Henry, and is justified in his desire for vengeance. Henry killed his lover, his partner, his father figure, and perhaps the only person who ever really cared for him. It's a crushing blow to a young gay man in medieval times, and Eric makes some valid points about Henry that are absolutely true.
I was starting to think you wouldn't show up. You think you're better than me? That I've got blood on my hands, whilst you're some kind of defender of justice? Really? Just take a look at yourself. You burnt Sameen to the ground. You massacred the villagers at Malashov. You're just like me. You murder in the name of revenge. And you don't care about anyone else.
You're nothing without Istvan. You're all alone. No one cares about you. Sigismund, Markvart, they've all abandoned you. To them, you're nothing more than a dead mercenary's lover.
I'll make sure that you die in pain.
Even if you succeed, it'll change nothing. You'll still be alone. All alone.
You! Ah!
I thought Henry was a bit too rough on the poor fella. Cruel even. But war's a nasty business, blah blah blah. So the game forces us into this fight, which I thought was gonna be, you know, pretty freaking cool and dramatic. But no, the game instead gives us this bullshit cinematic cutscene that interrupts the fight for the climatic scene.
What are you waiting for? This isn't finished. You're just the same as me. Just the same as Istvan. So come on!
I suppose also the developers are saving this rivalry for the inevitable sequel, which guarantees it too will be as woke, or maybe more woke than this game. Anyway, it was time to see Ma and Pa walk away and vanish back to the realm of the dead, or wherever they came from. And we wake up to speak with Henry's real father, Radzig Kabila, who's rightly proud of his bastard son's revenge taking.
Father.
You did it. You got them. Toth, Van Aulitz. Even that damned scavenging ginger fox is gone. Your mother and Martin would surely be proud of you.
Perhaps. In a way.
Of course they would. You avenged them. You prevented a war, you saved a lot of people, and after all that you're still in one piece. That's not a bad performance for an ordinary bastard. I believe that there are still interesting times ahead of us.
And so this wokest of woke video games, this so-called authentic medieval revisionist history movie, masquerading as a video game, nevertheless delivered a damned good and satisfying revenge story despite the developers inserting bullshit woke ideology into a so-so RPG game that, quite frankly, I never want to play again. Let me know what you think about all this down below. I'll have more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 content coming shortly. Thanks for watching and see you next time.